Hello guys, and welcome to another vlog. Today's video is going to be following me around for a day in my life. We'll see how this goes. It is currently 9 in the morning. I have been working for a little while already. Typically my mornings look like me waking up sometime around 7:30, 8 o'clock and jumping into everything. I don't really give myself a lot of room for slowly waking up and enjoying a morning. I very much am just like a sleep as much as you can and then jump into it kind of person. This morning we woke up at 7:30. My daughter woke up crying in her bed, so got up with her. We spent like 15 minutes just hanging out in her room, waking up. She is now having breakfast with her Aunt Crystal. My sister has been so kind to help watch her in the mornings. Fortunately, my sister lost her job not too long ago, and so to help her out, I asked her to come and help watch my daughter in the mornings so that I can get more work done, but also because I can provide her some funding for doing that to kind of help supplement her until she finds a new job. And so that's been very helpful. It's also been great for my daughter because she really loves her aunt and she loves spending time with her. They play together every morning. It's their favorite thing to do. That's what's happening now. While they're playing, I'll just be in here working my little butt off for the next like 3 hours. Sister typically leaves around noon, so at that time we'll jump into some lunch, and then the rest of the afternoon is for me and Evie to work out how that's gonna go. So without getting too lost in the weeds, I'm just gonna get into working. Basically what I do for work, I'm a project manager for an internet marketing company, and I manage our website builds. So I manage the team to make sure that we're design, development, and launching and all of that with the client as well. All is just staying within a certain timeline and budget and everything like that. So it's a pretty hectic job sometimes because there's a lot of things moving at once. I do manage quite a few projects at one time, so it's not like I'm just sitting with one client and one website. I actually currently have 12 projects that are active that I'm in charge of, and then 4 that I'm actually helping manage for a team member who is out on maternity leave right now. So I'm inundated with projects right now, but I will say a lot of my projects are kind of stalled out because I'm waiting on the clients to provide something. So that's typical of how things go. But right now, what I'm trying to do today is I really gotta clean up my everything. My emails are out of control. I have 130 something emails in my inbox. That is not normal for me. So I need to clean up my inbox. I need to catch up on things. Last week, obviously, we were down with the flu. So being out with the flu really messed up everything. So I've got to just start over today and get everything figured out, sort out what I have to work on this week, just really hone in on everything. So that's what we're doing this morning. I have my lovely cup of tea in my Ember mug. First of all, y'all, these Ember mugs are tiny. Like, that's smaller than my hand. I hate them. I love it because it keeps my tea warm, because otherwise I have like one of those plates that you can sit them on and it like heats up, but that doesn't work unless you have a flat bottom cup. And most of my mugs, unfortunately, aren't flat bottom mugs, so it just doesn't work. They don't stay warm. So I really like my Ember mug because it keeps it at a very specific temperature for me, which I very much appreciate, but it's so small. I can only put 8 ounces in here. So I end up just like super cherishing my tea to the point that it's like almost burnt and crispy at the end because I've just sat here with it for so long trying to like not lose my tea. I always keep my giant mug of water, and we have my breakfast croissant and that's pretty much my like setup. I have headphones that I will be putting on today. I don't always wear my headphones, but I find it very helpful when I need to like hyper focus and hyper concentrate. I will wear my Air Maxes. These are the best headphones ever. They're expensive as Satan's balls. However, they're so good. I love them so much. They're my favorite headphones. I do have like inner ear AirPods, but I love these better. I hate having the AirPods inside of my ear, but I am a noise canceling girl, so I need those AirPods if I'm not going to be wearing these. But we have these for today. They're really great for like still being able to hear things too. I'm just raving about headphones, but these are amazing. So I got my headphones on. I'm probably going to put on some music. One of my favorite things to do is put on my playlist that I have on my phone called Calming Vibes. And it's basically just Billie Eilish and Hozier. And it's just all of their like more chill, vibey kind of music. There are some other artists that I have on this playlist. This is my playlist. I really like it, but yes, it's mostly Billie Eilish. And I also have Hayley Williams on here from her album Flowers for Vases. I loved that album so much, so I have that on here as well. Sam Smith also is a huge player on here. I got some songs from Labyrinth, from Euphoria, Harry Styles, Grace Adams, Noah Cyrus, David Kushner, and then mostly Hozier. So those are the songs that I have on my playlist. Like I said, it's my favorite playlist, and this playlist is 8 hours long, so I never get through all of the songs, which is really nice. And I just put it on shuffle, and that's what I listen to while I'm working. So I'm gonna put that on. I've been rambling for too long because I really need to get to work. So I'm gonna start working, and I'll see y'all in a bit. All right, y'all, it is officially 12:53. I ended up just chatting with my sister through my lunch hour, so now we're rushing. I finished working at my desk. Honestly, y'all saw I wasn't doing much of anything crazy. Headphones on, hyper focus, but I got my emails down, y'all. I went from 130 something emails to now I only have 12 unread emails. I'm so proud of me. So I got a lot done this morning, which is great. Now I have a work meeting with my boss here in like 5 minutes with the whole team, and then after that I just have some like regular stuff to catch up on, just things to get prepped for the week and organize and figure out what all I need to do for the rest of the week. So as of now, I need to take my computer and we're gonna go into the living room. This is like what I look at, by the way, in my office, my office wall. I love this wall, it's so fun. Anyway, I'm gonna take my laptop and then we're gonna go set up my mobile desk, if you will. This is what I use when I'm watching my daughter. So we have this little desk down here. It has an extra monitor on it and everything's plugged into this extension cord so that I can just easily move this around, and it lifts, which I need to lift it up anyway. So I can stand at it. I bought this one because it's as tall as I am. So if I want to stand, y'all, don't look at that Christmas tree. Ignore the fact that I still have my Christmas tree up at nearly the almost end of January. It's a travesty. Anyway, but I got this one specifically because standing sometimes is easier than sitting with her around, because she wants to sit in my lap while I'm working a lot of the time. So if I really need to like hyper focus and I can't just sit at my desk, I will stand at this desk instead while she plays around me, which is nice. So yeah, other than that, I'm just gonna set up my desk right here on my couch, and then if I have a meeting, sometimes I'll put on TV for her to watch so she's like super distracted and leaves me alone for my meeting. But I don't usually put on TV too often for her, especially now that she's older. I'm really trying to like be very conscious of how much TV I allow her to watch, because I don't want her to just like think that anytime she's having a hard time or whatever that she's just gonna get to watch TV. But the problem is with this whole situation is I like to watch TV. I watch YouTube a lot. It's like my favorite thing to do. It kind of sucks sometimes because I'm trying to watch YouTube and I can't watch TV. So what I'll do sometimes is I'll just put it on my phone and put headphones in so that I can watch something while she plays without it distracting her. All right, let's get this computer moved. This is my little situation. I sit right here. I angle this a little to the side and I sit here, and that's how I work. I have like 2 minutes before I have to be in my meeting. I need to grab also my mouse and my keyboard so that I have those, and that is it. That is the whole extent of setting up my mobile desk so that I can work. All right, we're set and ready for our work on the computer. I'm gonna heat up some lunch while my meeting's getting started. Typically it's my boss talking most of the time, so I can run around a little bit to get some things together. Thankfully I have a boss who is very, very kind, who understands that I have a baby and what that means. So she's very kind about allowing me space to like take care of things. She's into playing with the cookie sheets at the bottom of the oven. That's her favorite thing to do right now. You want some milk? That's that. Gotta go join my meeting now. I'm gonna heat up. I have some leftover slow cooker chicken that I made this weekend, which I'm excited about because it's delicious. I add rice to it. It's a whole meal. It's yum. So I'll be heating that up here in just a second and then sharing that with my daughter. But now we gotta join this call. That is the end of my work day. It took a long time, but I basically just had a bunch of meetings for the afternoon that obviously I didn't show you guys. So I did a few meetings and then busy work until the end of the day, and I am now finished. It is 4 o'clock. I typically finish work sometime around 4, 5, or 6. Just depends on the day and how much childcare my daughter really needs during the day, on how long it takes me to finish my day. But we got our full 8 hours in today. My husband's home now and my daughter is walking around the house and pretending to watch Bluey. She really only likes to watch the intro to Bluey, so, you know, whatever. Anyway, now that the day's over for work, hey, I am going to look into making dinner, and then we are also going to read. And that's pretty much how my days go. I don't usually have a whole lot in the afternoon because work is so hectic and takes up most of my day. So because of that, I end up just spending my evenings reading most of the time or working on my YouTube videos and spending time with my baby. She'll go to bed sometime around 8 o'clock and then I'll have the evening to myself some more. So kind of it for today as of right now. I think what I'm gonna do now, we'll open up a book box because I have a book box that I haven't opened. And I was trying to decide when and where to open this, so I think this is a great video to open it in. I figured I would show kind of what my normal, regular person, day-to-day life looks like, because I feel like, especially on YouTube, but also in BookTube, I feel like there's a lot of people who do BookTube as their career. And so their day is reading all day long and making videos, and they can read like 70 books in a day. That's a big, heavy book, baby. My child is going to apparently be reading House of Leaves. Oh, and Grady Hendrix. So yeah, I feel like most people's like real life does not look like BookTube. So I kind of wanted to show what my real life looks like. Today's book box is the Evernight book box. I believe this was the January one, starting the first quarter of 2026. I don't know what book it is, so I'm very excited. We can open this together. This is a big book. It's very well packaged in there. Wiggle worms. What is it? Ooh. We Call Them Witches by India Rose Bauer. I've never heard of this book or this author, but I love that cover. That's beautiful. Let's take the plastic off so we can actually see what we're actually looking at here. I will say I do like when the book boxes include like the little card, because I like to keep the card with my book so I know what month my book came from. Obviously it shows that it's an Evernight exclusive on the back. But yeah, like it doesn't tell you what book month on the jacket or the cover. First of all, y'all, the raw book cover is beautiful. Okay, sorry. This is the cover. We Call Them Witches. That's beautiful. I love the filigree and I love the font that they used for the name. That's beautiful. Okay, the edges are like, I don't know what that is, some kind of foliage. A blue purple foliage. The raw book cover is beautiful. This is the bookend, which again, we've talked about this in one of my previous videos. I don't like bookends with people on them. Ugh. Oh, but this beautiful. Look how beautiful. Look how pretty that is. That's so cool. I love that. It's definitely giving like, excuse the Harry Potter reference, but herbology like vibes to me, but like more spooky. I love that. That's so cool. And I love that it's like doesn't have the, it's like the title's not on the cover, it's just only on the spine. That's so pretty. Anyway, that's our exclusive Evernight edition of a book. I am trying to decide, and I would love your feedback and opinion from Illumicrate's book boxes. Again, per my last video, I have not read any of these books. I have not read an actual Illumicrate book yet. So I'm kind of curious, especially for the horror books, if they're actually any good and if I should just keep doing this. Because part of me is like, yes, cool, because I get like a really cool, awesome edition indie version of a book sometimes, but Illumicrate's not really indie. I've gotten some regular books from them, but also part of me is like, I don't know, the consumerism of it all. Like, it's a mystery box for a book, and that seems kind of silly because like, what if you don't want that book? What if that's not interesting to you? So like, I didn't even read the premise. I was so wrapped up in how pretty the book is. Britain, 2 years after they came, most people have been devoured by the Eldritch creatures. Sarah and her family have been fighting for survival, and the only thing that works against these monsters, these witches, is their knowledge of folklore and pagan rituals. When a girl named Parsley suddenly appears in the garden of their current camp, she can't remember where she came from or why she's there. As Sarah and Paisley begin to develop feelings for each other, Parsley. Okay. All right, Sarah and Parsley. I see y'all. Beginning to develop feelings for each other, disaster strikes and Sarah's younger brother Noah is snatched by the witches. Determined to find him, they set out across desolate moors full of merciless terror to hunt the very creatures they've been hiding from. Can they succeed in saving Noah? Will Parsley and Sarah's burgeoning love survive these bloodthirsty witches? And who can Sarah trust in a world devoid of humanity? Okay, so it's sapphic. We got that going for us. That's cute. Is it gonna be enough? I don't know. I don't know. But it sounds all right. Like, it doesn't sound great. And that's the thing, like, this doesn't sound like something I would have just read that and be like, ooh, yeah, I need that book. Honestly, if I'm being real with y'all, this doesn't feel like enough of a synopsis to tell me really anything. And I also am starting to learn as of lately that some synopsises are just doing marketing things and they don't actually really follow what they say that book is about. So, I don't know. We'll add it to the book cabinet and we've got a new book, you know? There's that. So, anyway. I'm gonna go spend some time with my kiddo and we'll hang out later. Here's the thing, we started out friends. It was cool, it was all pretend. But I won. Since you've been gone. My daughter is officially in bed and it is 8 o'clock almost. I just did some diamond art for fun. I had a little dance party with my daughter while she ate her dinner because she takes 7 years to eat. So I had a little dance party while she ate and then had some dinner myself. My husband and I watched the newest episode of the Game of Thrones thing, the Seven Kingdoms or something like that. Knights of the Seven Kingdoms, I think that's what it's called. Very, very good show. I'm liking it. The episodes are short. I think that's my only complaint or gripe, is that the episodes do feel short. So womp womp there, but otherwise I really like the show. And then yeah, so then I did diamond art after the show, after I put my daughter down, and now I'm in my office. I am going to, I'm trying to decide. I think I want to watch Gavin's vlog for reading all the Heated Rivalry books and watching the show for the first time. I love Gavin. Between Gavin and Kayla are like my top tier peeps on BookTube. I really like, I watch every single episode of everything that they release. I'm also a member for Gavin and a member for Kayla. The only things I have subscriptions for. But I love watching their content. I think they're amazing booktubers. They're just so fun and engaging and entertaining, and I aspire to be similar, but my own self, obviously. But anyway, I'm debating whether I want to watch this video now or just get into reading. My fucking ankle, my wrist just snapped. I need to finish reading a book for another vlog, for my completed or on haul it vlog, and low-key I'm feeling like womp womp about it, but I don't know. I want to read a few more chapters to see if I still feel the same way. Give it a little bit more because it just started getting good. So I'm like, okay, it's starting to get good. Like, hopefully it's not a fluke of just this chapter was good and then it like simmers down. So I'm gonna read a few more chapters of that. So I think I'm gonna do that instead of watching Gavin's video right now and watch his video like when I'm getting ready for bed. I like to put on YouTube videos when I'm going to sleep. I know that that's like not sleep advised or whatever, but I already have a hard time sleeping, and having something playing in my ear while I'm trying to go to sleep actually helps me go to sleep faster. So I don't know, I might watch Gavin to go to sleep, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna go get my book. We're gonna set up in here and just read, have a good time reading. So I'll see you in a second. All right, so I made it to chapter 13. I read like 20 pages, which is not a lot, but I read for like 30 minutes. I'm gonna continue reading, but I'm ready to go to bed. I'm tired of sitting up in here. I want to go get in my bed. So I'm gonna end this little vlog here. Like I said, just gonna spend the night reading and then probably watching a YouTube video on my phone until I go to bed. So it's been a great time, guys. I hope you're having a good week. I hope that you're taking care of yourselves. I know that the world is crazy right now, especially if you're in America. I know that things are crazy. And I just hope that you're taking care of yourself. Remember that you can turn things off and you can step away, and that is okay. Your mental health is also important, so take care of you, and keeping everyone in my thoughts. Sending good vibes everyone's way, and I just hope that you're doing well. So thank you for coming along with a normal, regular person's day in the life, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.